Test, test, test.
1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, test. 1, 2, test, test.
That's what we're talking about.
It's working?
Looks like it. All right, we gotta. Hey guys, welcome to the inaugural edition of Pickup Weekly, our weekly podcast spun off of our YouTube channel, Pickup Daily, and we're just going to sit around and talk about girls, how to get them, how to deal with ourselves and our internal motivations and roadblocks, and how to get those out of our ways and live our lives as fully attractive and amazing men in the world. I'm here today with my guest, Lendy, a good friend of mine. He runs a channel called Social Q, and he does fashion, style, alpha male tips. How would you, first off, introduce yourself and tell me how you would define Social Q as a company?
Hey guys, this is your boy Lendy, and I run Social Qs, and I define my company by, being just, so if I mess this,
No, we're not editing.
Oh.
Like, this is a live interview, bro.
So,
this is podcasting, dude.
This is podcasting, so, just obviously being social, being able to go out there and present yourself to people, talking to people, being comfortable, and obviously making it a great experience for you and for them, and just putting yourself out there.
Sorry, I got distracted. We're in the mall food court, and this beautiful Asian woman just walked by, and Lendy's still looking at her ass, which is kind of weird since Asian women don't normally have asses. I mean, not to be a stereotypical asshole, but it is what it is. I want to talk to you today about something a little bit more taboo, because it's something I've been dealing with in my own life. And my intention on Pickup Weekly, I take kind of a, I guess, mentor type role on Pickup Daily, where I'm like expected to know the answers to things, and like a lot of my students, when I go to boot camp, they ask me a lot of questions and I give a lot of valuable advice. But in my own journey, I still run into some old bullshit, my own internal problems and mentalities and stuff. And although I've come so far in self-development and pickup, I still run into a lot of my own stuff. And I kind of wanted to unpack that here on the podcast, because I figure anybody who's willing to listen to us for half an hour or an hour or whatever would be interested in kind of the deeper shit than the kind of surface level 5-minute how-to videos that we do on YouTube. And so what came up for me yesterday is, like, we were hanging out, and it's come up with me a little bit over the years. We were hanging out, and one of our friends was just, he was, kind of being rambunctious, and everything was cool. I was talking to one of the girls that were in our social circle, and, I guess kind of peripherally in our social circle. And he said something kind of off color, but it wasn't too bad. And the guy in the group who was with these girls, like, looked at him and he said, "Bro, just walk away." And I was like, in the middle of my brain, I'm like, fuck this guy. I just want to punch this guy in the mouth. Like, anybody who talked to me like that, like, deserves
to die.
No, not just deserves to die, but it's like, I bet you're not willing to back up what just came out of your mouth.
Yeah,
and
much.
I'm willing to challenge that to satisfy my ego at this moment. Now, immediately, my own brain goes, okay, that's stupid. There's no good outcome from getting in a physical altercation with somebody, especially at our age. Like, you can't, you go to jail, or you get kicked out of the venue or whatever. It's like, it's not going to be a good thing any way you look at it. Plus, the ethical things, like, you're going to hurt somebody, or, you're going to create these weird rifts in most people. I mean, relating with another human being on a higher consciousness level, like, you don't want to hurt people.
Yeah.
Like, even emotionally, like, you don't ever want to win something like that when you're coming from a place of, like, like, we're doing, like, Buddhist meditation and shit. Like,
No, yeah, most definitely.
but, like, in real life, my brain still goes back to like, come at me, bro. Like, I was a competitive mixed martial arts fighter for, I don't know, 5 years.
Really? It doesn't seem like it.
Oh, thanks. I love you back. And yeah, I know. I started dating chefs and got a little pudgy around the edges, but I can still kick ass. But like, I'm not saying that I'm like a badass or whatever, but what I am saying is that I did get hit in the head a whole lot, and I'm not afraid of it. Like, it's not one of those things that I don't cower, I don't get scared by guys doing that kind of stuff. But and knowing that, I should be kind of secure with what's going on. But I instead immediately go in my brain to like 7th grade me, who was like bullied and like stuffed in lockers and thrown in trash cans by the sports team guys, you know, and just immediately want to act out. Like I want to go and do something about this, because guys can't be running their mouth like that, right? It's so dumb. Like, I don't know why I think like that, and I kind of want to dig down into there and see if we can't figure out a way to reset that and be a little bit more effective with the way that we run in the nightclub. What do you think, Lendy from Social Cues?
I mean, those reactions that we get, it's just normal, man. Like, it's part of being masculine. Like, obviously we're gonna get upset and we're gonna start challenging people that we feel subconsciously threatened by, you know?
Sure.
So what happened that night? I mean, like, I feel like you put yourself in that position. You were just like, if you were to talk to me that way, I would get pissed. And like, you still do, you know? Because like, obviously you don't want people challenging you. That's just like normal behavior from anybody. Now,
yeah, but why not? Like, I get challenged all the time in a bunch of other ways, and I just kind of roll with it because it's part of being a successful guy.
Yeah.
Like, I get challenged by other people's poor mentality all the time when I'm trying to make money and do things like outside of the box. I get challenged by other people's white knight syndrome when I'm talking about how to get girls, and like I get challenged all the time because of my belief systems. You know, they say that if you're not challenged, you're not doing anything important. Like, you're not doing anything of note, because if you don't have any haters, then you must not be saying anything.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? Well, I mean, I get challenged all the time.
And how do you deal with that when you get challenged all the time?
Well, I like it because I know that I'm doing something real. I'm doing something, you know, like when I get attacked for something that I believe in, I rise up because like I know where I come from. I know who I am in that way, right? But I think the physical altercation challenge, like people who just kind of want to out alpha you and be like, when they say things like, you're gonna want to walk away, bro. Like, they say stuff like that. Like, that's just, they're inviting me to back down. And my answer in my brain is don't back down, right? Because my ego like flares up and whatever. And it touches on something like way in my past, where when I backed down, I lost social status. I never got the girl. I did all this stuff like that back in grade school, right? So I never want that to happen again.
Yeah.
That's why I got into MMA. That's why I trained hard. That's why I changed my vocal tonality and like coached my voice. That's why I went into pickup in the beginning, is to make up for all that crap that I did in the past. And you know, like I said, it made me a much better guy. But on the other hand, there's still like old stuff, like resident programs that are just sitting there that I haven't rooted out yet.
I mean, when you say with your past, like, I mean, obviously we were like, for me, for example, like I was obviously bullied when I was a kid. So anything that resembles that same situation, like I snap. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's kind of like I'll be okay, fuck that, because it's not gonna happen. Because I already went through that, you know. Especially now that you're an adult, obviously you're something that if you relive like your past over and over and you see it,
yeah,
through like certain like situations or like events that happen, then you're gonna be like, fuck no, that's never happening again. And like we get all like this, we get all emotional and we get all like, you know, we don't base our decisions right. We get emotional decisions. We start like doing, no, fuck that, well, instead of just being, you know, whatever, you know, like not letting it bother you. But it's something like for me, I think it's something that's deep inside you that you still yet have to deal with. Because otherwise, any time that situation or event like that happens, you're gonna go back to that same feeling.
Right. So, like, how do you think we should go about doing that? I mean, I know on a logical level, like, there's no reason to get in a physical altercation. Why? Because
Jail?
you're gonna. There's criminal penalties, the ethics of it hurting somebody else, the fact that hitting people is really hard on the bones in your hand.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to bruise my knuckles, dude. It takes forever to fucking fix that. You know. Also, there's a chance you can lose, and like. You know, I'm on blood thinners. I can't be bleeding out all over the place. You know, it's really stupid to get into a physical altercation nowadays. You know, in our like current in our current social society, we're like civilized now, right?
Yeah.
Now, if somebody attacked me on the street, or you know, I caught somebody sexually assaulting, you know, a girl in my life or something, yeah, I mean that's the time to pull the tools out and make quick work of an assailant. But like. Over ego, over words, it doesn't make any logical sense. But despite the logical sense thing, I still want to put my elbow through somebody's mouth when they talk smack. Like, I don't actually want to hit people. I want to see if they'll back themselves up, because they sure talk a lot, right? And I'm willing to deal with it when they do. I think that's it. I almost want to provoke it. But the thing is, that comes from the same energy that they come from, and it's totally ineffective. So logically, I know that it's a stupid idea. But how do I go about addressing this internal thing that ticks me off every time something like that happens?
You know what? If I were to deal with that, whenever anything like that happens again, you gotta put yourself through it again, because otherwise, how you're gonna really know how to deal with it, you know? Because there's no like, maybe if I just start meditating, yes, and start doing stuff like that, or like exercising more, then that's gonna calm it down. It might help, but like honestly, I feel like if you put yourself through that a lot, and then you eventually, okay, I need to just calm down and just chill, and just take a different approach instead of just like, oh yeah, whatever, you know, instead of them, you know, kind of like them just mouthing you, and you just acting like, okay, well, it's not really bothering you. Like, you don't give them a reaction.
Okay.
Like, just that. Even if they're like mouth, and you say something snarky, whatever, cool, but like, you just don't give them that reaction that I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna fight you. You know, you don't give them that reaction, especially when you're with the girls, obviously. Or you're at a set, or you're doing something. You don't give that reaction. You just don't validate them. Because guys that do that, one, they can't pick up. They can't talk to them. They can't hit on them. So the only way for them to even like get a reaction or get validated from everybody, especially a girl, is if they start something with you.
I don't know if I agree with that, man.
Really?
Because most of the times, like I've said, see, the thing is, it almost never happens to me, right? Because
I get that shit a lot in Santa Monica, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I get that shit a lot in Santa Monica. And like the thing is, it's like, whenever I go out, like I'm usually just chilling, you know, I stand right there, have a cigarette, see a couple girls, talk to them and stuff like that, you know? But like, I'll have guys literally just come up to me or just go behind me and start like shoving me, you know, kind of like pushing me. Or if I'm talking to a girl, they'll just try to like come in like, oh, hey, and like just destroy the set. Like, I'll probably always have one guy try to like just alpha me at the formula.
Really?
One. And then
I
just
almost never get that. I'm a 200-something pound dude, so I'm not like, you know, I'm not like Harrison on the channel.
No, it's because like I talk to, because I go and open every fucking girl, and like the thing is, like they hate that. Because they don't do it, you know. They see me just doing and just doing it constantly. That I got one guy just coming up to me and be like, bro, like, girls don't want to talk to you, man. Like, what are you trying?
Okay,
like,
no,
like
I can understand that, you know? Right? But I get that a lot. You're right. I get that a lot. I get guys going like, oh, bro, that's not how you do it. Like, I get that, but like never like
altercation.
Yeah, like what I saw last night was like inviting a fight. It was like walk away. Like it was like, here's my stance, here's your stance. One of us is gonna bitch out and it's gonna be you, right? That was that. Like it's different. Like guys will come in, dude, bro, she doesn't like that shit. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, you're another club guy. You can't pick up. You're gonna go home and masturbate. It's fine. You know, it's chill.
Honestly, I've never been in an altercation then. Like I've never had a guy be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, you know? Like 7 years of pickup, I've had that 3 times happen.
Because I never let it happen to that. One, because they're probably scared. Or 2, I'm just like, cool, bro. Like,
Yeah.
awesome. You're angry. Ooh. Like, awesome, bro. Like, I never led it to that, you know? Like, I do deal with guys that do try broken, try to say things just because they think they're alpha. They're all they're really doing is just trying to get more attention.
Right.
And I'm just like, cool, man. If it makes you feel better, whatever, you know? And I just laugh. And then they're like, ooh. And then they get alpha because they don't know what to do, you know? But, like, I mean, that kind of thing, you just have to just not... I mean, it's hard to say, just chill, you know, when a guy's like, fuck you, you're a bitch, ooh, and try to, like, you know, like, make you seem weak in front of your friends and, like, people that you know. But, like, but for me, like, if you react and, like, fight him, that's what he wanted, and then you're down at his level. If you walk away and you just laugh and everything, he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, but, no, I see what you're saying, but, like, I'm not at his level because I win.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I get what you mean. I mean, yeah, like we said earlier, it doesn't make any sense to actually fight. But I'm not, you know, kind of what we just uncovered is that, like, you and me being over 200 pounds apiece with fairly direct eye contact and decent body language, we don't run around getting picked on. You know, like, it's not a thing. It doesn't actually happen to us a lot. Like, I'm thinking about the situation. I think what you're saying is, like, we have to put ourselves in the situation to get accustomed to it.
Yeah.
I've never been in that situation in the last 7 years, and the last 3 times that happened, I, like, straight up, like, outgayed people. Like, you know, like, just like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it was just a nonchalant feeling of, like, I am not dealing with you at this level. And if you hit me, it's probably going to be the worst thing that ever happens to you. Everybody's going to think you're a dick. Like, I think you're right. When I actually have dealt with those situations, and the last one happened probably 3-4 years ago, some guy was, like, telling me to walk off and quit talking to his girl or whatever. And I, like, ha, she's totally hot. I had to come talk to her. It's like, I, like, went higher energy, like, leaned in and, like, basically said, I am not buying into your frame of you're scary because you're not. And that's it. Like, that's how I dealt with it. But now that I think about it, I guess when I'm called upon to deal with it, I deal with it correctly. But when I think about it, I'm, like, way pissed off. Like, my internals are like no, this is not fucking happening.
Yeah, like, kill this guy, you know? But that's the thing. That's the difference between guys that are actually high value and guys that are, like, really low value. Because, like, the guy that's, like, really out there, like, high value and just, you know, having a good time, dude, it's just like he's not gonna get into a fight. Because he's not gonna show his value by, like, I can beat someone up. Like, that doesn't work that way.
Right.
He's showing his value by how he handles the situation, the people around him, and how people react when he's talking to them. You know, that's how he shows, oh shit, I'm the shit. But a guy that's trying to look for a fight, we all say, oh, he's just a insecure piece of shit. His only way of, like, showing value is to fight and think he can fight. So he picks on the, you know, the weak, the weakest guy, and then he tries to show off just to show some alpha. Which is like, if he's in a room of full alphas, like full alphas, there's no way that attitude is gonna come up.
Yeah, it wouldn't even happen.
It wouldn't even happen. There's no way.
He wouldn't think, yeah.
Like, there's no way that will happen because everybody will be like, get out of here, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, and like a Ross, you know who Ross Dibbs are? Yeah. He used to say that when 2 tigers approach each other in the jungle, they lock eyes, get really cautious, and make big, wide circles around each other until they're out of the threat zone, and then they keep moving. They don't engage. They don't, like, step up and just battle because they know the danger. They respect the thing, right? And it's like truly alpha dudes, like guys who are hard or like guys from the jail, like, you know, those kind of guys, they don't fight. Like, you see the guys that, like, there's a couple guys in my life, actually. You know that, the one Asian guy from you know, he's always, like, talking nonsense, you know? I've been friends with this guy for a long time.
Yeah.
And he used to be, like, an annoying pile for a long time before he went in. After he went in, he got chilled out, right? And there is nothing that's going to get that guy to punch you, ever. Right?
Yeah.
Now he knows, like, he gets it, right? And he also, you know, doesn't want to violate probation or whatever. But there's no ego that's going to get him to the point, like, the pain point for him is beyond that, and he knows what real bad is. Like all of these guys walking around, trying to intimidate each other, are like, it's like children, like, exactly. I'm better than you. It's like, you don't know what evil is. Like, you don't know what pain is, And the guys who've seen it, they don't act like that.
Because they know better. It's
yeah.
That right there is like child play. Like that's like, dude, like you don't really know, And that's what I'm saying. Like once you have that mentality, you can really tell. Not even if someone's telling something to you, even if you decide to like ignore it, like people will actually sense your attitude. They'll be like, oh, like he knows, like he's not gonna do anything. They're not gonna, because you're not doing anything, people are not gonna be like, oh, you're a bitch because you're sitting there, they're not doing anything. Like they'll know that, oh, it's not worth it because you're just being a dumbass trying to fight people and this.
Right.
So, I mean, that situation, it's just funny to me because like I know people just like to pick on the weak. People like to pick up people that they think they can like, pull the rich card out and just be like, oh, you know what, like you're just a piece of shit. Like I can beat you up. Like you're nobody, so I can be the punk. You know what I mean? But like he doesn't really know that person.
And I don't think they wanted to fight. Actually, they just wanted to win.
Yeah, they just want like status. It's just all talk. Why? I mean, because they want to show up. They want to seem that they're valued. They want to seem that people respect them. They want that to have that feeling.
Yeah. Awesome. So I think sorry, you were saying?
No, I think it's just stupid if you're trying to get validation about that.
But I think it's ingrained in our systems, like that whole tribal thing, like,
It's true, like some people just know how to do it better in a different way to get that value and validation in a better way instead of just being, because that's what we were. I mean, like you say, it's in us. We're men. Like we fight. That's why we drink beer. We fight. We're men. But you can get all that respect, all that high value, all that alpha male, and all that stuff through like not fighting. Your actions around you, how you decide to like view things, how you decide to like, encourage somebody, or how you like approach something. Then then your shit starts changing, and then people are gonna start seeing that.
Right. Yeah, and I think it also depends on like kind of the vibration level of the girls that you're going after. Because like when you're in the club, like your goal is to create and maintain relationships that lead to sexual and romantic relations, right? Like if you're going after the kinds of girls that like to get fought over, who like that kind of drama, like, for lack of a better word, we call them see-me girls, it's like, if you're going after those kinds of girls, you're going to invite that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
You're not going to go find yourself a Pepperdine PhD student who likes to have guys fight over. Like it just doesn't work that way. So I mean, it might say something about the women in set who kind of choose to associate themselves that kind of dominance, right? Because I think, it's real. Like, if you punk some other dude, your status goes up. No matter what people think logically or, societal norms. It goes up. It's like, oh, that guy is strong. Even guys who were, like, annoying about it. There used to be this... the kid used to come to Tipsy all the time, and he would just talk about how hard his life was and whatever, and he'd just punk other guys out, right? And, like, I would sit there and think to myself, like, what a fucking asshole.
Who was this? Oh, yeah.
We're on a podcast, bro. We don't call people out. It's like, what an asshole this guy is, right? But, like, he still got all the attention. Women still talk to him. Even the drama that he incited created something for them to latch onto. Like, it's just like, why?
Yeah, it's true.
And he only did it to weak people.
Yeah.
You're right. Like, had he ever done that to me, he would never do that again, because we'd have that conversation. It's like, look, we don't have to like each other, but you'll respect me. And if violence is your answer, I'll win. And but we never have that conversation because he knows. Like, he never picks on me like that.
Yeah.
And last time he and I had a confrontation, we were very civil about it. Like, we were very civil about it. And I think you're right. I think that's the key. So I guess it's less about dealing with my own, like, handling that situation, in emotionally speaking, because I actually don't have to handle that situation ever. And when I do, I do it right. You know, I'm a lot more playful. I get just unapologetic, but really fun about it. I laugh a lot. Yeah, that's the right way to handle it. But I guess it's more, it's like, how can you get a weak-looking guy to come off with the right kind of vibe?
Yeah.
Right? So that he doesn't get picked on. And or, you know, you were saying earlier, you had to put yourself in a situation to kind of galvanize yourself against that stuff, to put yourself and see how you react until it's like kind of normalized for you, right? So, I mean, I guess we should go for the next 3 weeks, just hit on girls with boyfriends. Just to
not entice.
Okay, remind me to turn my phone off while I'm trying to record a podcast, because that was some bullshit. No. Okay.
I mean, I mean, don't entice fighting, because obviously if it happens, then you have to throw down. Obviously, right? You're not gonna. If someone swings at you, you're not just gonna stand there.
Why not?
I guess, but fuck no, I'm not gonna just stand there.
Well, I mean, what if it's not like dangerous?
I mean, true.
Like, what if a guy swings on you? Well, the worst he's gonna do is hit you. Like, not like you're gonna hit the ground, he's gonna kick you and you bleed out. Like it's not gonna be like. And then,
see, that's funny, because like I always have that image in my head. Anybody that if I were to get into a fight, like if I lose, that's what's gonna happen.
Right, but that's probably not what's gonna happen. Like, if somebody swung on me in a place like Sunset Terrace, something where people know me, right? He might hit me once. You know what I mean? Maybe twice, and that thing would be over. Like, the bouncers are there, like all the people are there, like that shit wouldn't happen if I didn't fight back.
Yeah.
You know, that makes sense? So, I mean, I'm kind of thinking, even if I get hit, probably it's not self-defense, right? If I covered for more than 5 seconds, you know, Mike or Curtis or whatever, be there and break all that thing out. You know what would happen to the bungalow, except for, like, you know, like weapons, right? Bottles, you know, that might be a pain in the ass, but you're not gonna get seriously hurt at a place like that. Like, the bouncers are gonna, they're gonna handle that situation quickly. So, I mean, I'm even thinking it's not even a self-defense thing to get swung on, right? Like, because all you got to do is cover. As long as you don't get like cold cock, like sucker punch from some out of nowhere, when you're not ready for it, then you're not really gonna get seriously injured. Especially like you and me, like we're 200-something pound dudes with like years of fight training. Like, my body is not gonna take a whole lot of weird random abuse, you know? Like, it's fine. So that's what I'm thinking. It's like, even if somebody swings, unless it looks like, even if somebody swings, unless it looks like it's going to be a dangerous thing,
I mean,
why fight?
No, it's true, but I mean, like that, it's challenge is always going to be there wherever we go, because of who we are. And some guys might feel threatened about it, some guys might react about it, or some guys might not. You know, like that's just there. I mean, wherever I go, like. It's weird for me, dude, because like wherever I go, there has to be one smart ass there just to say, he just wants to say something. He just wants to say something just to test me. And you know me, I'm just like, whatever. Like I'm just gonna act like I didn't hear anything. Just walk away. He can give me blah blah whatever. Like his honesty doesn't like impair me in like anything. Like it doesn't stop me at anything. Like no, you know. But like I know what you mean. Like. They just want to have like the upper hand and everything, and they want to be high value as us, but like they can't, because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to react. They haven't been doing this for years, you know.
They're not willing to put the work in. Yeah.
So they're not like they're they're alpha male, and their mentality is somebody that gets girls and gets into fights and has nice cars. this is just stereotyping, but I'm just saying.
There's nothing
like,
wrong with having a nice
yeah,
car.
no,
bro.
no, yeah. But I'm just saying this is like stereotyping, but it's just kind of like the mentality that they have. It's like I can get the girl and I can fight. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be like that all the time. And then they fucking meet someone that's actually been doing it longer, that knows what's up and everything. They just get blown off the water. Like they don't even have to fight or anything. He just has to say a couple of things and he's just destroyed. He doesn't know how to say anything. He doesn't know how to come back at him or do it. Like his ego just gets destroyed.
Yeah.
So there's like an emotional embarrassment, and then he's just like, oh fuck, well I just know fighting, so you know, and then they'll start saying shit like that because they get embarrassed. They don't know how to react to it. You know, that's what I think.
Awesome. Well, it's been about 30 minutes. I guess we're going to cap it off there for our inaugural episode of Pickup Weekly. Tune in next week. We're going to talk about some other poignant crap that's going on in my emotional state. Probably with Zach from The Attractive Man. Maybe not. Maybe Lendy again, and we'll just film another one today or record another one today. Anyways, fucking, where can they find you if they want to find you?
Yeah, just go on YouTube and, you know, look me up at Social Q. Got all my videos out there. I got a Facebook page. You guys want it? It's socialq.lp. My page will be there. I got a Instagram, Social Q, Twitter, Social Q, like all the social media they can find me.
Do you have a .com?
Yes, I actually have a sqnation.com website.
Oh, okay.
So you guys can like definitely go in there and just message me, private message me, and yeah, I'll respond back.
Rock on. And I hear you're coming out with a product pretty soon. I'm actually looking forward to its release. It's you said it's called Emotional State of Mind, something like that?
Yeah, it's called ESM, Emotional State of Mind. Basically, it is kind of like a preview of what we're talking about and how we like, you know, how we react through certain situations and what to do and how to like, you know, how to come at it better. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
When do you expect releasing that?
Probably like 2 months, 2 months and a half.
Couple months, or what? It's March right now. Oh, it's February right now. So like mid-April.
Mid-April, yeah, it's gonna come out.
Rock on. Well, it's always good to speak to you, sir. My friend Lendy Pies from Social Cues. You guys want to get at him? Hit up sqnation.com. And thanks for joining us on the inaugural episode of Pickup Weekly. As we always say, stay awesome.